Okay, both teams in. They seem eager. Going to spectate. Touch here, Battle Axe. Ferociously into the play. MMF crosses Faded Knight. Sends it back. And this is the undefeated #1 seed in Glen's dungeon against Don't Fear the Worms, ranked number 12. But they have been ruining people's brackets in the early goings here. Obviously, they have a semifinals berth in this matchup. Drop down to the orange paint, and a Faded Knight is very, very quick there. Crud with a cross, and the second touch to get it over.
Can I get a oh yeah?
And Faded Knight will finish it up. What a team play. If you're just joining the stream, we're coming off the heels of a 1v1 matchup, so this one will obviously be a little different. 2v2, you'll have opportunities for plays like that. Shot from Faded Knight, save from Bring Me the MMF captain of Don't Fear the Worms. Going around, Crud pops it up, goes barred down, and MMF looked like he went a little early there, jumped in front of his teammate. But Battle Axe is having issues with boost at the moment. I think he picked up the midfield 100 as Crud gets faked out. Faded Knight coming into the play. Put out to the corner. Shroot's all about the worm, man. What up, Shroot? Wide shot. MMF was trying to get a bully play going. Touch there. Crud on front post, and both teams are looking very good. But obviously it's Glen's dungeon with a 1-goal lead, and now perhaps 2-0 as a Faded Knight goes for the turtle, not credited on the board. 3 minutes left here.
Oh, like that!
Kickoff. Nice win by the Battle Axe Bomber. But it just goes out inches wide on the left post. Touch here. Faded Knight with a nice beat over Battle Axe. And it is 3-0 for them. Faded Knight
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
getting a lot to go for him. He looks very good here as he's flying the Season 2 Champ Tournament winner. So I think it's safe to say that both these teams will be advancing to Tier 3 before the spring circuit. Nitro Cloud says they can have 3 mulligans. I'm not sure the Worms are looking forward to such a thing, but they definitely have time to make an adjustment. It is best of 7 in the semifinals. MMF crosses from the corner, and Crud plays it well. MMF just making his presence felt, keeping them guessing. Crud gets the hop, and that looks like goal number 4. It is. As Glen's dungeon just continues the dominance. You can tell just from their record, their seeding, and just how they've played as soon as this match started. Kickoff here. Battle Axe going up. Off the wall, down to the blue paint. Bounces out to the corner. MMF gets dunked by a Faded Knight. Crud will get 50, and Faded Knight may be the quickest player on the field right now, but Battle Axe is going the other way. He's dribbling, he's carrying, and that's 4-1 now. Don't fear the Worms.
Aquí se prepara este Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo, Cristiano! ¡Cristiano en el área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
So, a minute 40 left. Kickoff coming. Fading Knight wins through. Crud coming up on the cheat as he gets it cleaned off his car. Sends it out to the left, no touch. Crud. Crossing, Battle X. Sends it, drops it in. Miscommunication here. And it sets up for the Worms to cut the lead in half, 4-2, a minute 15 left. And this is what you need to do when you're playing a team with that championship pedigree. You want to capitalize on every single mistake that they make. You saw Crud trying to play the first post. The Faded Knight is, again, like I said, quite possibly the fastest on the field, but sometimes that speed can betray you if you don't know when to holster it. But now a Faded Knight shows us the patience and what he can do there. Takes the ball off of MMF and sends a slow roller right through the orange paint to regain a 3-goal lead. Shrewd is dealing with some anxiety. She's all about the Worms. And a Faded Knight is all about the goals. And I think that would be the key. Just a great kickoff win by Crud. He puts it out against the wall, and a Faded Knight, he knows what to expect from his teammate as they go up 6-2. Kickoff there. Faded Knight back for boost, trying to get the fake. And he did get the fake, but just not the subsequent dribble or shot that we're used to seeing accompanying such a play. Crud tries the infield pass, and Battle Axe Bomber gobbles it up at midfield to again cut the lead in half. MMF serves it and sets it for his teammate. And a long goal there, 36 seconds left. Is he jealous by their innate ability to hit the open net? Nice 50 there, nice defense from a Faded Knight. Battle Axe sends it on. Faded Knight by himself, but he does not look worried in the slightest as he starts slicing through the field. And just one more. 7-3 for Glen's Dungeon. 1 second left. And we're going to be here a while. So if you want to kind of get inside your opponent's head, put the lead just that much more, then that is the way to do it. That's on the table.
Going to need a tune-up after that.
And Glen's Dungeon strikes first. Goes up 1-0. Again, it is a best of 7. A Faded Knight grazing 1,000-point performance. 5 goals for him, assist, a save, and 12 shots from Glen's Dungeon as a collective. And we have 3 saves for the Worms. And that is just not going to do it. They have to find a way to address Glen's Dungeon and what they're able to do. A lot of passing plays there for them. So it's definitely addressable, but we'll continue here. Nice save there from Crud. Izzy is predicting perhaps nerves. And they did finish strong despite the lead, as the Faded Knight is playing from the front post, gets a 100 boost from his corner. And he surveys the field, gets over MMF, and Battle Axe cuts it off again around midfield. Faded Knight with a good cross and set. Shot and save there from MMF. And MMF strikes first. What a play here. Takes the give off the wall from his teammate. And what a play there.
Like that!
I think now would be a good time to drop in on the comms for Don't Fear the Worms and just see how they're interacting right now.
Just do a soft tap so I can do some boost. I'm up.
See you. In the middle. Centering.
Get him a body bag!
Go ahead, John.
Yeah!
Nope. Sorry.
Gotta get this boost.
I'm gonna let him carry. Fuck.
Alright, so there we were, just listening in on Don't Fear the Worms and their comms, and you just can tell how focused and zoned in they are on the game. As we are tied here, 1-1, good response from Glen's dungeon. And MMF responds immediately. Would have been nice to have been in the VC for that one. What a play. And Don't Fear the Worms are able to answer. They're able to respond with some team plays of their own. As it seems like most of the goals being scored in this series are accompanied with an assist. Crud coming off cross there in the own goal. Crud will be credited. We're tied at 2.
Damn it, Bobby.
I think MMF thought that Battle Axe had it off the wall with a clear, but it falls into his nose and goes right into the net. As now Glen's dungeon being able to benefit a little bit from luck there, as good as they played. Now MF going toe-to-toe with Crud. Coming out of the corner, no touch there. MMF trying to get behind the play, another demo. MMF puts one on and just a tad wide left post. Touch there. Crossing, and a Faded Knight was waiting there, very patient. Gives all the trust in the world to his teammate here. Good cross from Crud.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
And good finish from a Faded Knight. This Nitro Cloud wants the Worms to wiggle their way out of this. I believe this is their the first time they've trailed in game number 2. Battle Axe sending it. He's behind the defense. And MMF with the borderline risky touch.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
¡Ojo a Cristiano! ¡Cristiano del área! ¡Sigue Cristiano! ¡Gol!
Hey, yo, Pedro, what up, dog? So they tie it up 3-3. And you can tell this is just feeling like playoff Rocket League here. A Faded Knight with the save. So if you're just joining us, a Faded Knight had a wicked performance in game number 1, scoring over 900 points on several goals. But we have not called his name that much here in game 2, despite him, still looking solid, still 2 goals to his name at the moment. But the Worms have responded well in kind. Battle Axe looking to carry. Faded Knight heads back for a boost as Battle Axe will drop it into Faded's lap. Pass there. Infield Battle Axe off the backboard. And this is anybody's ball. Faded Knight sees the opportunity. That looks like post. And it is. And Battle Axe will play against Crud after picking up the midfield 100. touch there. And crud! Good play there. Look at the angle here from Crud. He gets the corner 100 and just gives an unorthodox touch to close the gap with the minute 8 left in this one. So a late lead for them. MMF with the dribble of his own, and Crud will 50 it into the net.
Can I get a oh yeah?
So remember, we came out in game 1. The first thing we took notice of was a faded night speed. But the thing about speed is it can be used against you just as easily as it can be used as an asset for you, as Crud sends it out. Battle Axe with the touch, faded night off the wall. Shot down as MMF has to save it there. 50 faded night puts it on. No touch there. Nice shot from the Knight.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
And a bit of a ghost touch there. The psionic servers betraying. Bring me the MMF, but it's still a good shot by a faded Knight. Nice 50 win there on the kickoff. MMF almost got another gift, but Crud recognized it and swooped in for the save. 50 out there. It's going to roll up the wall. Faded Knight wants the pinch. Battle Axe to set up the 2v1. And Crud is just a very, very smart player. You see his IQ show up in the touches that he's able and willing to make. And Faded Knight says, speaking of IQ, watch the fake.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
As the Battle Axe goes swinging at air with 7 seconds left. Touch air from Crud. Down to the turf. As Glen's... I messed that up. Glen's Dungeon goes up 2-0 on the series. Faded Knight, 796, 4 goals, 2 assists, a save, and 12 shots again from them. And so still not the monster game from a Faded Knight, but definitely a nice evening out for him with the hat trick and one. And Glen's Dungeon looks like it's just business as usual for them. They have not lost a series the entire season. And now we're starting to get a glimpse how and why. As MMF is a little slow to ready up here. Perhaps using the extra time to talk strategy, confer with his teammate. You know, we were able to listen in on their comms earlier, and they were all business. It was all call outs, all focus. So I don't think they want to talk strategy during the match. Touch there, pass to himself off the wall. Crud is left back, and Crud again with the smart play and savvy clear as MMF returns the favor with the smart touch of his own. Crud coming out of the corner. Pinches on the wall, going the other way. Battle Axe is going to come out of the corner. Faded Knight sends it right back here. So Faded Knight is looking a little different. It's definitely not like in game 1.
Saved by the keeper.
He looks like he's moving with a little more patience and a little more respect for this Don't Fear the Worms team. 50 there! That a Faded Knight was looking for, but just powers it in. MMF on defense.
So, you like kicking butts, do ya?
but just doesn't flip forward, not able to get any piece of his octane on it. And a quick score for the dungeon. Touch there. Drops down on the wall. Fade to night. Now in pursuit, low on boost. Clears him. Crud has been a great safety blanket for the dungeon. But MMF makes him pay here. What a shot.
Can I get a oh yeah?
Touch there, off the wall. Crud puts it at the wall. Touch there. Shoot says the concentration is unreal. we might go back into their locker room again before this is over. Touch from MMF. Glen, I'm sorry, Crud sends it right back. And I think a Faded Knight and the Battle Axe Bomber were tussled up in the corner. MMF lets it off his car. I think he was anticipating the backside help, but it was not there for him. Touch there, dropping out on the turf. MMF trying to swing around. He gets behind, crosses, and a Battle Axe gets it to go.
That was legitness.
So here we are tied again. I think I will hop into the VC one more time.
He's missing. Oh, I thought he was.
It's here, alright.
No.
And there it is one more time. Kind of quiet, but again, just laser-like focus. Even the no reaction as they go off the side crossbar on what should have been a goal as Crud is coming off the wall. Coolbags appreciate the follow. And Nitro Cloud, my last match starts at, I believe, 8:30 Pacific. So maybe, well, I guess not late for you. You're always up late. MMF to finish it up. 2-3. What a response.
También se prepara Esteban Granero, el pirata, por cierto, las reacciones en el banquillo.
Ojo a Cristiano, Cristiano del área, sigue Cristiano. ¡Gol!
So 2 minutes and 10 seconds left, and Shrew is also another inside look for us. And she's never seen so much concentration. MMF sends it out to the corner, might roll across. The Faded Knight's gonna have to address it. He's low on boost. Crud helps it along, but MMF scouts it well. Dunks a Knight. Crud in the back. Shot is on and wide. As Glen's Dungeon are going to have to battle back here. Izzy says they're vibing without even talking too much. And yeah, that's essentially what you want. You know, as much as people try to put an emphasis on comms and their importance, which they are, eventually you want to just get into that synchronous movement with your teammate, especially in a 2v2. Touching around, scrambled eggs with ketchup. Pulling for Glen's Dungeon. What up, scrambled eggs? MF with the dunk. Faded Knight drops it down.
Seconds left on the clock.
Scrambled eggs. Now that we have you here, have Glen's Dungeon had a 5-game series this season that you remember? And it's tied up just like that. Crud from midfield. Pops it up to himself.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
and the second to get it over the last defender, and we're tied with about 40 seconds left. And Schrute will not forget this, that MMF has this space that he can go to with the focus. What rank are these guys? So, hold on real quick, cool bags. So, don't fear the worms, go up 4-3, MMF. Trying to get it to go himself. Now, Crud gets put in an interesting spot there in the net. He has to be honest for the aerial carry, but also the shot coming in. And that's, again, where a second teammate will help. And Crud responds immediately. As Derry says, they're literally trading shots at one another Matrix style. And that is the case, but perhaps the damage has been done. Glen's Dungeon is up 2-0 on the series. So this is going to become a match of stamina, essentially, to see who can keep up this pace, who can make perhaps more adjustments as the series goes on. As Battle Axe tries to come off the wall. Fatal Knight up, and we may have overtime here. It's going down to the turf. Still alive. He has the boost. He sends it on, and Crud with the save. Still not over till it hits the ground, and we get it. So yeah, cool bags. This is a tier 4 matchup. So they're Diamond 2, Diamond 3. But since we're already in playoffs, I'm pretty sure they're all champ here. At least champ 1. To answer your question a little more specifically. Touch here, Crud by himself. A Fated Knight playing defense in his net, but knew exactly when to come up and take a shot, and just like that, Crud wasn't even sure what happened. The camera was falling to Fated Knight. He fakes the ball, gets the bump.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
What a play, 30 seconds in. As Glen's Dungeon are 1 game away from a 4-0 sweep and 1 game away from punching their ticket to the finals next week. So Crud now with the MVP performance, 978, 4 goals, assists, 3 saves, and 7 shots from them. Which I believe in the first 2 it was maybe 12 or 11 around that area. So the Worms are definitely doing something right. They're definitely improving as they're going along. But Glen's Dungeon keeps collecting these wins as the series goes. As Pedro wants to see Crud's birth certificate, he wants them tested for PEDs. It's not jiving with him. Cross there, and Crud, who was the hero from last game, makes a gnarly save there and gets a beat. It's on net. Anyone back, and Battle Axe Bomber is home to collect the save, and he puts a shot on that looks in from here. And Battle Axe with the snipe of his own. So 30 seconds is all it took for Don't Fear the Worms to get their first goal, which they've been in the situation before, but as we see there, they haven't been able to pull away to create distance on the scoreboard. Fated Knight, again, they're trading shots as that one goes bins off the right post. Shoot, joking around in the chat, or is she? This one might be goal number 2. You hate to see it. Glen's Dungeon going up 2-1. They tie it up, and on the next face-off, take the lead. Pick off there. Battle Axe going to the corner. Up. Comes down, and Crud. Again, Crud's touches cannot go unsung. They cannot go unnoticed. Just tremendous ball placement every time. He goes to approach it, and no shot there. Battle Axe was thinking redirect off the wall. MMF was thinking just a straight up read off the wall, and neither fall for them, which would have been the tying score. Battle Axe spins out a Faded Knight, and Crud comes to help beautifully in the air and goes off crossboard.
Why would you kill him like that?
MMF pass to the Battle Axe. Crud on that side as it goes ceiling down. MMF just doing whatever he can to keep it away from a Faded Knight. Dutch Air gets it around. Knight gonna have to defend the 2v1. He's done so momentarily, but this looks like Dungeon Ball at the moment. Puts it out. Pedro says that Crud is next level, when really it was Faded Knight that had the 900-point game in game 1, but that's probably what makes him such a formidable team and the #1 seed in this bracket, is the fact that they both can pop off at a moment's notice and they feed off each other so well, as has been on display here in this series.
Boom, baby!
As Brokefang is raiding with the party of 24 to end this one. Faded Knight, 4 points down, and they'll help it along 3-1. Abacus says, let's go Glen's Dungeon. I'm not sure if he's showing a bit of favoritism because we have a fellow caster, Faded Knight, who plays for Glen's. But thank you for the raid, Brokefang. Love to everyone coming in. Drunk Cookies, what up? Let me give a shout out to my man Brokefang, as the worms are not done yet. Touch there off the wall from Battle Axe. And MMF is just getting his bully on.
So, you like kicking butts, do ya?
Brokefang says he has bad news that Cookies won. Battle Axe goes up. Can he double touch off the glass? He lets his captain handle it, and it ricochets off the Octane. Battle Axe off the backboard, but what else is new? Crud with a tremendous touch there. Shot to Battle Axe, and MMF again with the snipe play.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
Tucks it right into the net. Battle Axe was there as extra insurance. Izzy says, I'm gonna need you to Caster's Curse Glens to get worse ahead. And I don't know, they seem like they're doing just fine. MMF is up. Crud on the play. This one's going back. A Faded Knight trying to get back to it. What a save!
Like that!
Battle Axe coming off the wall. He knows they cannot squander this opportunity. As good as a save as that was, Don't Fear the Worms still had possession, and it was still up to them to make something of it. Touch here from MMF. He's trying to track it. He's looking to dribble. He's looking to slice. And who else but the Faded Knight is there on the save. Protector of all. As we are down to 60 seconds. Battle Axe with the touch. Crud already up in the air. Good read. But he's low on boost. Goes to midfield. Touch there. Cross 150 from MMF. And he puts it on a late lead for them. 50 here. Now Abacus is torn. He says it's because he casted their matches, but it may be because the Worms just took the lead. 4-3 Glen's Dungeon. They've been down late before, but they've responded in aces every time, including an overtime victory. Crud up with the aerial carry. It's Crud.
Would you look at that? Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
And Crud is next level. We're going to have to get this man a name change. He has the bronze label. He has the name Crud. But if you watch him play, he is anything but. Now Fade a Night up. Trying to do his best Crud impression. Double fake there. Battle Axe sends it to midfield. He's going to go toe-to-toe with the Knight. Pop. And Crud with the save. As Pedro wants Crud to have his kids. You have enough babies, sir. 50 drops down. And we may be in store for another overtime. But the last time we had an overtime, Glen's Dungeon came out on top, kickoff coming. And it only took them 30 seconds to end it. Crossing here. MMF sends it back to the corner. Pops up, Battle Axe being patient. That's exactly what he was waiting for. But Crud can play the patient game as he sends it to midfield. MMF goes flying, leaves it up to Battle Axe.
Yeah, but that backflip though.
And it ends that way. The season is over for Don't Fear the Worms. It is Glen's Dungeon that comes out on top. 5-4. Don't Fear the Worms putting on a hell of a show, a hell of a battle. But it is Glen's Dungeon that stay perfect, advance to 9-0. And again, punch their ticket to finals in the IGL 2021 Winter Circuit. And we will get a post-game interview with the Faded Knight. So Faded Knight again ends with MVP 680 and a hat trick. And let's hear from him now in a few moments. Calling out to him now. We have a lot to talk about. Great performance from them. I'm not sure what their games have looked like all season. Knight. Knight, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Awesome, man. Good performance by you and Crud. And I think I casted you once this season, but I don't think I remember you guys playing quite like that. Have you noticed an improvement in your guys' play as the season has gone along?
Yeah, we've definitely improved a lot because we both started. Actually, I think I was Diamond 3 at the beginning of this, and like a majority of the season I've been Diamond 3. Crud started at Diamond 2, and then kind of bumped up, and majority was also at Diamond 3. And then towards like week 6-ish is kind of when both of us started getting into champ and staying into champ.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And we're playing a bit today as well. So.
Right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I definitely made mention to it during the cast. Is just 6 weeks is a long time, especially in Rocket League years, or if you will. But there's just so much time to improve and get better, and it looks like that's what you and Crud have been doing. How's the rest of the season gone? Have you guys had any 5-game series or anything perhaps a little closer?
We have not lost a single game yet, so.
You have not lost a single game?
Nope, we're moving into the finals without a single
Oh
game
my goodness. A lot of people would kill for the opportunity. I've heard some bold proclamations made on my channel for stuff like that, but even they fell short. So congrats, man. You had some close calls here. Have you had overtime victories through the season, or was this your first overtime as well in this series?
We've had, I think, at least one for sure. Probably more than that, but yeah, we've had a few close calls. One thing today that's interesting for me is like I've been having controller issues, and I fixed it today, and so I'm trying to get used to actually having like
a working controller.
Yeah, so it's weird because like before it was really weird for me to try to like drift and my air roll button that like they're the same thing, and it's kind of just messed up.
Right, and yeah,
so
that's a big deal.
So like now now I kind of like drift a lot more than I should be in some situations. And,
Right. Did you notice it coming up a lot in this series in particular, or just here and there, kind of spotty?
Not really. It's it's just kind of like here and there, and I don't think it was like anything that like necessary. Like that's what costed like the games being so close. Like they were just playing well, and like that's that.
Right.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, 2 games go to overtime, including that final one. How were comms? And tell me a little bit about Crud. Derry, he wants a Crud interview now, but are either of you get pretty hype during the matches, or do you just kind of keep it business as usual and just play your game?
We do try to get a little bit of hype here and there, especially like if things are starting to get closer. We try to like stay up there.
Right.
And one thing that we did was like actually in the middle of one of the games we did 10 jumping jacks after they scored a goal.
Oh, okay. And during the replay?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do the headsets come off? Do the controllers go down, or what does that look like?
Yeah, I put my controller down. I don't know about him. I put my controller down, took off my headset, and we just did 10 jumping jacks, got back in, and yeah.
So is that supposed to like serve as a bit of like a punishment for you, or just to try to like get you back in the zone?
It was, I think, yeah, it's kind of just more of those things like just shake it out kind of thing, like just shake out like things off and then get back into it. Not necessarily like, I guess, yeah, to get us back in focus, I guess, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Whatever works. Maybe splash some water in your face, but I'm sure there's a lot of electronics where you're playing, so maybe not.
Yeah, we made sure we're playing hydrated, so.
Right. So let's chronicle your movement through this bracket here. So you go 3-0 over the Astronauts from Roadkill, and then 1-0 on Whiffs. Was that a forfeit situation? What happened there?
Yeah, they just never contacted us, so or like they never replied.
The whole week?
Yeah, they I still haven't gotten anything, so I don't know.
That is
I thought it was interesting since I think because they 3-0'd in week 1 too, and I don't know why they just didn't reply, but
yeah. Oh, drunk cookies wanted to update the bracket as we were casting, but I save it as like a PNG and then just roll it into my overlay. So this is static. Good looking though, drunk. Yeah, man, you were playing for a big crowd. We got the raid mid match from Broke Fang. He came in, and Abacus just started going for you guys immediately. He has a lot of love for you guys, and it's been quite the journey. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think we've been on his stream like once or twice now.
Yeah. Who do you guys usually go with? Do you just go with availability, or do you let the other team decide, or how do you play that out?
It's mostly been like I've been trying to just get a variety of like people because like I just want to try to get like every caster I can.
Right.
We have had repeats. Like I think we had Adderall twice. Like and it's just like that. Like sometimes it's just an availability thing.
Right.
This week the other team they picked you, so I was just like okay.
yeah. So yeah,
I don't necessarily care too much who we get.
Okay, that's an interesting perspective from a caster. It's always tricky picking, and it kind of is easier just to go by availability, usually.
Yeah, especially when we're in the playoffs, and at this point too, we just want it to get casted, kind of thing. So
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. There's really no excuse for any playoff teams to not be casted. Just because we have a lot of casters, like not only a lot of casters, but a lot of good casters. So yeah, people should just definitely be throwing out the requests. But let's go to the other side of the bracket here. We have DTC, who I've not seen them play this season. Did you catch them in the regular season by chance?
No, but I casted their quarterfinal match.
You casted their quarterfinal. Let's see what that looked like for them. So they went 3 over the Packer backers, and how did they look from your perspective?
I don't think that wasn't the one I saw. I saw the week 2.
Quarterfinals. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm my bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, over. How do you say that team name? That is.
Rezike. That's how I was saying it.
Okay. Did no one corrected you or anything?
No one said anything, and yeah, I think
that's good enough for me.
That's how
then.
I read it. So yeah.
Good enough for me. Yeah. Some people just throw some letters at you and just like tell you good luck.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Okay. Yeah. So they go.
That actually has happened a couple times. But,
yeah. So they go 3-1 last week in the quarterfinals. So how did they look there? DCC, that is.
Yeah, we did watch it back, like me and Crud watched it back together. There's like a few things we were just keeping an eye out and like keeping that in mind. Because again, we're pretty confident that they're gonna be the ones that we're playing against. So yeah, we've been kind of just like, there's a few things that we are keeping an eye out for, and we just have some plans to try to combat that.
Okay. Do you like doing a lot of scouting, or do you think that might mess up your game? And what is Crud's take on the whole thing?
We don't necessarily like care too much to like go and see the matches.
Yeah.
Like we don't really watch them, like go out of our way to do that. But like since I casted them, it was kind of just like, why not? And another thing. I guess the only scouting we do is like we'll just look at their ranks, like everybody's ranks.
Okay. What do you do with the information? Like, let's say you have someone here in tier 4, and you notice by their stat tracker that they've been champ 1 maybe since the start of the season. Do you guys prepare for that, or do you just take it into account kind of in the back of your mind?
It's kind of more of just a thing to keep in the back of our minds, not really think about too much. It's more because we always want to try to go in and just not think about what ranks they are and just end up getting a little bit too, like, we don't want to get overconfident or anything.
Right. Yeah, that could definitely be a pitfall. I mean, like you guys are saying, you haven't dropped a game all circuit long, and yeah, you could yeah, I think you've probably seen on your streams and casts as well as I have mine. You get the higher ranked seed come in, and they kind of get shocked a little bit, but that's kind of the benefit of the best of 7. How do you feel about the best 7 as far as playing in it? Is it a bit of a grind, or is it just Rocket League and it's all the same?
It's I guess kind of, it's not really much different. It was definitely something we wanted to keep in mind though going into it. We wanted to make sure that like, because sometimes we do, like, it's hard not to just get a little bit too confident, get a little bit too comfortable. Right. It's just like it's almost impossible not to, like, unless like, like maybe pros like won't, but like it's just like, it's not really. We just want to try to like keep that in mind though, especially since it's a longer series, that like we need to stay focused for longer.
Right. No, I get you. I get you. That I'm glad you brought it up too, because just like you're saying, I mean, you can only do so much winning, where you kind of have to make that conscious effort just to keep yourself grounded and down to earth and level headed, especially going into the playoffs and finals, because presumably you're playing against a really, really good team in your division. So let me pay out the predictions here. Pretty even. It looks like 47% of people were going for the dungeon. And the Wormies had 53, so we'll pay that out right now. Choose that outcome as you guys stay perfect. But the floor is yours, Mr. Knight. I'm not sure if you've commented here. No, go ahead. So you go ahead, get your shout outs going. I know you had some support in the chat. Any plugs you want to get on? I know you have obviously your casting, but go ahead, sir.
Yeah, honestly, the biggest shout out though goes to the other team captain. Like, he was super chill. Like, I was talking to him a bunch before the game started. And so, or not like even just like when we were scheduling, we are just kind of chatting, and he seems really cool. So just a shout out to him for that.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I'm sorry, keep going.
And I guess we can plug my Twitch too. So just a Faded Night. I mean, why not?
A Faded Night. Yeah, if you chat in here, I can drop the link for you. But yeah, I think everyone knows you kind of an IGL mainstay. I think you and I both started in last circuit in the fall. There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's the casting been anyway? You got the sickest scenes in the business, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Things are going well with it, I guess. It's still interesting trying to balance things out. Like, I had to keep removing like time slots throughout the weeks and stuff, and eventually like I actually dropped like 2 slots like permanently for it, kind of thing, and it's just like
exactly
just to like keep up with like school and stuff too. So
exactly,
it's working out.
Yeah. This one may be the last circuit that I compete in. That is the spring circuit, because it's just a lot. And I asked you about the best of 7 from a player standpoint, but how about from a caster standpoint? How do you feel about the best of 7s? Because it gets pretty grindy there as well, especially you get a full 7-game series.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, like I only casted 1 so far because the only slots I offered 2 on Wednesday.
Right.
And that got filled. Only one of them got filled. And it went to game 7. So like, I don't know. I haven't had to deal with 2 in a row yet.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait for that.
Right.
But I mean, from last circuit, from what I remember, it's still not too bad.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But I don't have too much for you, sir. Big congrats to you. It is not easy to go undefeated in IGL, but you are so close, and it all culminates to next week. So good luck good luck to you and Crud next week. You guys were putting on a show here. The chat. I had Pedro in the chat. He wanted to see Crud's birth certificate. He wanted him tested for performance-enhancing drugs. So be on the lookout for that. All right, later, man.
All right, well, yep, see ya.